YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you toy hunt episode number 449. We're back at Ollie's Bargain Outlet here on Tillman Street in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley of PA, looking for cheap action figures, looking for new stuff. Don't really know where it's going to take us. We'll be in some Ollies, some Targets, some Ross, all that start. But before we get to that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you, does not cost you anything, and helps us grow the channel tremendously on the march to 8,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over Instagram at Disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. So as we enter, they're playing the Toy Super Blowout commercial for Ollies on the radio, the in-house radio, so it's fun. All the Ectos are still hanging here. They've definitely been adding lots of board games and toys. We're actually hitting Christmas shopping season, believe it or not, folks. It's here. So a lot of people here doing Christmas shopping. I can see a lot of elderly people who are slamming around carts full of toys, which is cool to see for their granddaughters and grandsons and whatnot. But we're not here to do that quite yet. We're here to see if they have any new action figure stuff. So last time I came through, thanks to the help of a tip of a viewer, I was able to find some of the Fist Ninjas for my soon-to-be Fist Ninja collection. I'm going to army build those, similar to how I army built the original hand ninjas. So, hey, we got a Minnie Mouse car here. How about that? But let's check the action figure area. Okay, so main aisle. Currently nobody in the aisle, so I can kind of walk around a little more freely. And that's interesting. That's been crunched a little bit, huh? $3.99. So not seeing anything new. My little statement I just put out there is I'm in this store frequently, so I don't show every single nook and cranny. So if you don't see Ollies too often, you might be going, hey, stop, look at that, stop, look at that. It's just that I'm in here often, so I don't look at everything unless it's basically new, like a major change. So it looks like these are still here from last week. Lots of those. Wow, look at all those. Wow, lots of those there. And then these are still here too. So that's not necessarily brand new. It was there last week. Looks like we have Black Panther down to $4.99. So they're slashing all those. Star Wars stuff, $4.99, as it usually is. So yeah, I think the Star Wars end cap is gone. They moved everything over here now. But not seeing anything jumping out at me here that I'm going to need to pick up or take time to focus on. I think those might be new. More basic stuff. There's a MODOK without any packaging whatsoever. He's just hanging out down there. I wonder what happened. I took that to the front. What they would say if I tried to buy that. I'm not going to do that today, but maybe one day I'll do a science experiment and try it and see what happens. But let's go check where the hand ninjas were. I'm sorry, the Fist Ninjas were last week. The Legends end cap thing or island. All right, so I was told these were here. I didn't see them last time. I just got the Fist Ninjas. I'm good. I did find one already at the Airport Road location. So I know the articulation's not great, but still good looking figure. It's cool. So those are here. Good to see. I don't see anything else. I think there were also supposed to be Daredevils here. I don't see any of those laying unless I'm missing them. I also have a Daredevil too. So if I would see them, that'd be more for a friend. But yeah, that's here. And that's where the Fist Ninjas were. They're just kind of shoved in there. I'm not seeing anything else. It's all the older, dust-covered stuff. Let me in the comments, did you watch Marvel Zombies? I did watch it. I finished part 4 last evening, and it was okay. I mean, I kind of, near the end, got a little convoluted. I felt like they had to force a way to end it, and whatever. Let me in the comments, did you watch it? I thought I'd give it a shot. It was only 4 episodes, so watched over a span of 4 days. But I think we're done. I don't see anything else laying around that's in our wheelhouse here. So the scary thing is, are those more Black Panther figures that they found? 8 pieces, Black Panther 2, Legends. That's more Black Panther stuff, I believe. Oh, they just keep finding it. It's just everywhere, gollies. They can't get away from it. Okay, now we're gonna head out of here and probably go to, I think, Ross next. I think Ross is next. Hey, happy Halloween and Merry Christmas, because both of those decorations are on display for sale here in Ollies right now. There we go, Christmas blankets. Merry Christmas, happy Halloween, folks. Stop number 2, Ross on Lehigh Street. It's about 11:45 a.m. Typically, that is what I've been told. They start to put stock out on the shelves. Burlington still not open. Getting there week by week. Pretty soon we'll be checking the Burlington Coat Factory. Take away that Deals and Brands and Wows, but Coat Factory back up there. But yeah, we usually try to check around this time of day anymore when I can. Let's go see what they have inside. Because it could be a win, could be a loss. You really don't know unless you go and check your Ross. All right, so this is up front. Of course, they had a all those female Star Wars Black Series, they're just laying around too. Didn't bother filming those. That's a new Ninja Strike Rod. Nothing I collect, but maybe you do. Star Wars, $6.99. Hot Wheels. We got Lex Luthor Metal Force. We have some new basic stuff I haven't seen here before. But noticing a lot of the NECA is finally gone. Staring right at Dungeons and Dragons. I was here a couple weeks ago too. $14.99 a piece on those. So there's like a whole case of Chris Jericho here. I think last time I came through, not seeing any of him. So apparently there was a market for a $3.99 Chris Jericho. So yeah, it's actually pretty picked through from the last time I came. I'm kind of surprised. Still have some ET NECA hanging out. It's still here. ET Phone Home. I think we have that from the original release. So I was thinking they do eventually clearance stuff out here down the road, like in 3 months. If this is like $10, I might grab it. Not at the price it's currently at though. That's still here. That's just floating around. I don't know if it's restock or the same one, but it's always here. Dragon Ball, more Dragon Ball. Big old Smashers Dino Island pirate thing. But yeah, definitely not as much here as there has been. So, oh, there we go. We got a Darby Allin. I saw this popping up. I might get that. $3.99. I think I'm getting that. Being that AEW is pretty much the whole case in their baseball, not case 3 of the total. And there's no line, so the LJN style Darby. Grab that. As I was saying, Jazzwares looks as if they'll be losing the line pretty soon. So, again, I guess Matt Cardona put out a video saying that, well, Jeremy Padawer confirmed until 2026. Well, yeah, it was the same thing with McFarlane Toys, except they were publicly outed as losing the license. So they just haven't publicly acknowledged they've lost the license, but it sounds like it's going by way of the dinos, all that ET stuff. It's actually kind of cool. I don't collect bendies, but it actually looks kind of neat. A couple more of those laying here too. So I kind of spoke too soon. It looks like they put the new stuff down on this side here. I got the Frankenstein. Still looking for maybe a Wolfman on the card. Frankenstein bendy. So yeah, kind of cool finding the Darby Allin. $4. You know, with tax, what, $4.50, $4.30, something like that. I'll pick it up. Other than that, I think we're done here. I'll look around, double check if I missed anything. But as always, let me know in the comments that I missed something I said I was looking for, because you know what happens. I look right past stuff all the time. So, okay, I think let's move along. Super loud music. It's going to copyright me, but look at this freaking Terrifier Art the Clown in the Santa Claus out from the third one. It's just 6-packs of knickknacks. That's for you, buddy. Okay, so while I'm pulling up to the stop sign, if you watched one of last week's episodes, I said I was almost in a car accident on the way to Target. This is the little intersection. So here's my stop sign. I was trying to go straight. There's a car in front of me. Car made a right. Car across the street, they made a left. That car pulled up, and it was my turn to go across. So I started to go across right here. I can't right now, there's cars, but I went across, and as I went across, the car making the left, right about here, almost turned directly into me. I'm still pissed about it, as you can tell. All right, Spicy Tim, I'm done. I'm putting the camera down since I'm driving again. Let's go to Target. So first target of this hunt, we're at the Krocks Road Target, also known as the only Target in my area that ever even remotely carries any Jada Street Fighter or Jada toys in general. So haven't seen a Jada toy here in a little while. Let's see if they maybe restocked on some of those. I haven't really been looking forward to any current of Street Fighters that are coming out, but it's always cool to see. So maybe the new one will be here. But yeah, let's go see what goes on here in the Target, Krocks Road. So Legend side's a little bit busy, so I'll try to get over there before we leave. WWE seems to be all the same stuff. They still have some of the Kill Switch laying around here. I was hoping they might restock Orange Cassidy, because that's been long gone. If I saw it, I'd probably get the Orange Cassidy, maybe full price at this point. So I think this is the Austin I bought. No, it's not. It's just similar part. No, I think it is, yeah, because I got it because of the cooler and the hat. I put it on Deadpool. Looks pretty funny. I thought so, at least. But I got it for like a $17 clearance price, so that might be on clearance. I don't know. Simpsons looks like all the same ones we always see. They did sell out of the on sale 2-inch ones, it looks like, besides the whole family. And then down this way, the Jurassic Jester section. It's going on Jester. And of course, they did add, oh, we got a big tag down there. They did add the card section. So the card section is now directly behind me here in this aisle. So let's check collectibles, and then we'll try to go over to that main toy aisle with the legends and stuff. All right, so we have some stuff misplaced over here, it looks like. Some McFarlane, some Star Wars. Gremlins NECA hanging on these pegs for some reason. I'm not seeing any Street Fighter representation though. It's been a long time since they even restocked the older ones here. Beetlejuice, don't say his name 3 times. Some Batman stuff. They still have the Raja Ghul. So not really a lot happening. Again, big box location is not really the place to be right now until we get some resets or something occurring. It's basically like, again, Ollies and Ross, the place to be right now. That was a book falling in the background. Not a stray shot. But yeah, that's not much going on here. Maybe I should make it a plushie channel or a turtle channel. Plenty of plushies and turtles laying around. But all right, I'll try to get back to that main aisle if it's open, see what's there. Okay, so I did miss this. They did have something here for Jada. They do have one random Cheetos crunchy guy. So Chester Cheetah is here. So I can't remember. I don't think that was here last week. So they may have had some stuff show up during the week from Jada since I last came here. But other than that, unless I'm missing it, if I am, let me know. I think that's about it. Got Snoopy up there hanging out, Woodstock. All right, let's try to get that other aisle. All right, so that other aisle was just way too busy to film, and I don't want to wait it out. So it was very dry. They had a McFarlane Punisher statue that I think might have been new and a Deadpool one. Everything else was like one random firefighter. That cheap, just trying to get rid of that Spider-Man cheap clearance finally. That's Iron Spider, but okay, next location. Another Target stop. This is Cedar Crest Boulevard, Allentown, Pennsylvania, the friendly confines of Cedar Crest. Let's see what they have inside here. Again, like I said, not really a hot spot for toys right now, Walmart and Target, but if you don't go, you don't know, and well, frankly, I kind of need to know. So wrestling side first. Looks like, again, a lot of older stuff. Restocks maybe on some things. There's our Jade Cargill. There's the Hogan with the ribbon in his mouth. The New Day. AEW pretty wiped out. Down here, we have some of the Super Friends. I think I've seen these before. It's kind of cool, especially in Target. Up top, June Gray's. Except for all the start and stop. Some people are coming in the aisle. You know my policy on that. Best I can to follow it. So yeah, Jean Gray's, the Joes, down to $17.49 it looks like. I'll scan one to see out of curiosity if it's also the Troop Builders. And then the Multiverse stuff, we got some red sticker action up top. Again, that Metamorphose definitely gonna be bargain store bound. Wonder Woman, Kaiju, and Transformer stuff. Batmobile still down there. And then Star Wars pegs back behind. Looks again a lot of the same stuff. So there's that Imperial Royal Guard. But yeah, let's go scan a Joe. I'm curious to see. Notice AEW pretty much non-existent. We got a Danielson. Clearance all the rest of those out the way it looks. Well, let's check the end cap too, because they tend to throw stuff over there. It says clearance end cap, but I don't think these are all clearance. Looks like it's just overflow for all of the figures that will be clearanced. It's all literally that Legends wave, it looks like. So more Batmobiles again, I think full price. I was walking over to find a scanner, and I realized the sticker's smack dab in front of me. So $17.49. Do some army building. We were Cobra Trooper. Go for it. Remember how crazy it was getting Target exclusive Army Troopers when they first came out for G.I. Joe? It was just nuts. Cobra Island stuff. Should not even talk about it. But again, repaint, but cool to see. And NECA collectibles, all the turtles you could ever ask for. That's new to me. Haven't seen that before. It's like a smaller scale. Huh. I don't know anything about that scale, I don't think. Is he supposed to be smaller? Maybe, no, there's a whole bunch of them here, back behind. So, I guess that's something new. Like I said, all the turtles you could ever want or need. Last Ronin. Huh, yeah, interesting. That's all basic stuff otherwise, though, stuff we see all the time here. I guess Kite Man could be new, if memory serves correctly. So that's your gold label. Back to the Future in the back. Okay, so it's a rare I don't sense somebody coming beside me. That time I was literally filming, and there's a gentleman standing directly to my left. So if you're local and you were that guy, I apologize that I was possibly affecting your hunting experience or creeping you out, whichever one it was. So, all right, keep it moving. Okay, I think this is Ross number 2 for the video. Ross over here on MacArthur Road. I'm working my way east as I typically do on 22 here in Lehigh Valley. Also got the phone with Alyssa. I've been told to find Halloween fencing. So I'll be looking for Halloween fencing potentially in this video. Not here, but elsewhere. Okay, toys, let's go. So head in a swivel status is walking by. I see a Brother Voodoo in there. I do see another Strange Tales. It's Lilith, I'm digging it out. It is another Brother Voodoo. So there's 2 Brother Voodoos that are putting out. If it was Lilith, I'd have grabbed it. All right, so from a distance, I'm already scoping some AEW. I think it might be CM Punk. No, it's not. It's Sean Spears, who I don't have one of. Now, people are finding the Chase. Also grab this to show you as up front. Will I get lucky and find the Chase? they're both regulars. So again, do I need the chase? Of course not. Oh, they moved it up $1. I'll still get it. I like the chair right there, so that's going with me. I do see another one back there. Let's keep digging. Maybe we'll get lucky and find the chase like people are finding. I think, was it NJ Tree found the chase? Another regular one. So the way they're spread out, if I keep digging, maybe, just maybe, or somebody already got the chase, might be the case too. The case with the chase, right? There's another one. There's another regular one there. No chase. The chase is actually pretty cool. But again, nothing I need. If I saw it for $2 or $3.99, I would definitely pick it up. But I think that's all the spears that I'm seeing laying around. So I'll be taking one home with me for that price. It's funny, as the line's dying, coming to an end potentially, I'm really starting to fill up my shelf. I'm up to like 2 AEW shelves right now of open figures. And I still have to open a bunch. In fact, most of them that I bought at Ross I haven't opened yet. So otherwise the bendies. Yeah, so I think that's it for over here. Let's look around, taking a spears with me. And even more AEW. So I do have this one. My buddy Nick picked it up for me last year when he found it at Ross. So that's the inmate version. I think they all wore the same suits for Blood and Guts. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. I think that was the case. Ooh, another Sean Spears. But again, it's also just the regular one. So I'm guessing if there was a chase, somebody might have got it already, because there's no way anybody's leaving a chase behind that's a wrestling fan. I can't imagine for $2 or $3.99. Darby we just picked up. This is crazy how many AEW figures I'm getting for a good price. King Kong is still here. These were all here last week. There's the black and white werewolf. Now after being a Target, I feel like there's always somebody watching me, standing next to me. Which it's a store, there always could be. Which is fine, I just get embarrassed. But down this way, I think we're out of the possibility of finding Sean Spears' chase here today. I actually kind of even forgot that was a thing, that my friends had found it, until I just saw the regular one pop up. So, okay, I think we found everything we're going to find. I'll do one more walkthrough to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I usually tend to sometimes. But yeah, AEW still flowing out of everywhere here into Ross. So I did what I thought was the right thing and put all the Sean Spears on the same peg. Leave it cleaner than when you find it, people, right? Pay it forward. So if you come to this Ross this weekend and see all these on one peg, that was me, not the employees. All right, so lots of road and ground video in this one. I'm sorry, it's the way it played out, but we are heading into Big Box on MacArthur Road, my local liquidation bin store. Haven't got back to that Coleman and Hazelton in a while, but this is the local one. It's $10 day, most expensive day. I want to show you what's in here no matter what, even if it's garbage. I usually don't like to waste your time, but I'm going to show you with music in the background. Sorry for the people that hate that. All right, so pretty busy in the store today, but I can squeeze in some footage. So we have Grizzlor, Fangman, and we also have this guy. So here's the thing. I've only seen these showing up on the Toy Island thing that they have not had here, nor do they currently have here that I've seen. So it's interesting to see those show up here, unless somebody bought them elsewhere and returned them here. That's a lot of that classified mummy thing to be the case. I'm guessing they're getting stock in at stores that do not have that display out, which is good for people who haven't seen the display. But they did have the Spider-Man here, which we saw at home base a couple weeks ago. We got a Kit Fisto shoved over here. More Star Wars here clearance. But it seems to be better in this aisle. Let's go check the back, and we'll probably be done after that. We'll check the collectibles, and then I gotta do some Halloween shopping. So interesting enough, this is the second Walmart in the Lehigh Valley area I found this $25 NECA display. So they literally are just dumping what they're finding, I'm guessing. And again, we had put the hypothesis out there, maybe it's stuff that was in Target but I feel good getting that Evil Dead cheap eventually. So we're going to call it hunt. So thanks for watching. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything. And it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 8,000 subscribers. There it goes. 8,000 subscribers. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 Ps of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.